Welcome back to ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel. Today, we will dive deep into the swirling drama of Port Charles as secrets unravel, family ties are tested, and unexpected revelations come to light on Tuesday. Hello fans. From intense confrontations to emotional reunions, the latest developments promise to keep viewers glued to their screens. Let's explore the intricate web of relationships and surprising twists that are shaping the lives of our favorite characters. With new layers of intrigue and heartfelt moments added to every storyline. Buckle up as we navigate the emotional roller coaster that is General Hospital. A tense encounter at Sonny's house. At the heart of Port Charles, Sonny Corinthos finds himself under scrutiny within the familiar walls of his own home. Giovanni Joe Palmieri, wrestling with the earth-shattering truth about his origins, corners Sonny with a piercing question. Did Sonny know about Gio's true parentage before the bombshell dropped? The air grows thick with tension as Joe searches Sonny's face for any sign of deception. Unbeknownst to Joe, Sonny was equally blindsided by the revelation, his shock mirroring Gio's turmoil when the truth emerged like a storm on a calm sea. Determined to set the record straight, Sonny pours out his sincerity, assuring Joe that he was kept in the dark just as much. In a tender gesture of support, Sonny extends a hand, promising to stand by Joe through this life-altering discovery. Whether it's through late-night conversations or helping him trace the missing pieces of his past. Yet, Joe, fueled by a fierce desire for autonomy, politely declines, his eyes reflecting a steely resolve to carve his own path forward. This moment underscores Gio's inner struggle, a young man torn between the comfort of family and the burning need to define his own identity in a world that suddenly feels so unfamiliar. Storm brewing at Quartermaine Mansion. Meanwhile, chaos erupts at the Quartermaine Mansion, where emotions boil over like a tempest in a teacup. Brooklyn Quartermaine, her voice trembling with betrayal, unleashes her fury on Gloria Trullo for her pivotal role in the secrecy surrounding Gio's origins. The room crackles with unspoken accusations as Brooklyn demands answers, her heart aching from the weight of the lies that have fractured her family. Gloria, alongside Lois Trullo, stands firm yet somber, their faces etched with regret for the pain inflicted on Brooklyn. However, they harbor a quiet conviction that their decision to place Joe with Camilla Palmieri was not without merit. Camilla, in their eyes, offered Joe a sanctuary of love and stability, a nurturing haven until her untimely passing left him adrift once more. Their defense weaves a complex tapestry of guilt and justification, leaving Brooklyn to grapple with whether forgiveness is possible when trust has been so deeply shattered. This confrontation paints a vivid picture of a family at a crossroads, where every word and gesture carries the weight of years of hidden truths. Secrets spill over at Lulu's residence. The ripple effects of Gio's story reach Lulu Spencer's home, where young Rocco Falconeri stumbles upon a digital storm. While scrolling through social media, Rocco's innocent curiosity lands him on a viral video capturing Gio's raw, emotional breakdown, a moment of vulnerability that shakes Rocco to his core. Compounding his confusion, he uncovers online chatter speculating that Brooklyn and Dante Falconeri are Gio's biological parents. Bewildered and seeking clarity, Rocco turns to his mother, Lulu, with wide-eyed questions about the rumors swirling in the virtual world. As if on cue, Dante strides into the room, his expression a mix of apprehension and resolve, ready to face the truth head-on. With gentle honesty, Dante confirms Rocco's suspicions, carefully piecing together the tangled narrative of Gio's parentage. Lulu, caught in the delicate balance of protecting her son's innocence and revealing harsh realities, joins Dante in unraveling her own involvement in uncovering Gio's past. This heartfelt exchange transforms their living room into a sanctuary of truth, where a young boy learns not only about his family's hidden chapters but also about the strength required to embrace them. Elizabeth's shocking discovery. Over in another corner of Port Charles, Elizabeth Baldwin stands on the precipice of a life-changing realization. The whispers of secrets long buried begin to surface, teasing a revelation that could reshape her understanding of those closest to her. Could this be tied to Lucky Spencer's burdened conscience? Rumors swirl that Lucky might finally unburden himself with a confession about Kristina Corinthos Davis and the haunting details of a crash that altered lives irrevocably. As Elizabeth braces for the truth, the atmosphere is charged with unspoken fears and unresolved questions. Her journey toward this discovery is not just a quest for answers but a test of her resilience, as she prepares to confront painful memories that might resurface with Lucky's words. The stakes are high, and Elizabeth's world hangs in a delicate balance, where every revelation could either mend broken bonds or fracture them further. Laura's interrogation and Alexis's dilemma. The drama intensifies as Laura Collins steps into the fray with a mission of her own, her gaze sharp and unyielding as she interrogates Alexis Davis. A staggering $10 million has vanished from Ace Kassadin's fortune, and Laura is determined to unearth the root of this financial mystery. Alexis, caught in a web of her own making, feels the heat of Laura's scrutiny, her mind racing to craft responses that shield her from deeper exposure. The specter of Ava Jerome and Ric Lansing looms large, their influence over Alexis a dangerous secret she must guard at all costs. Each question from Laura is a tightrope walk for Alexis, who must navigate this conversation with the precision of a chess master, deflecting suspicion while maintaining the facade of innocence. This high-stakes exchange reveals the precarious nature of trust in Port Charles, where money, power, and hidden alliances dictate the rhythm of survival. A touching reunion for Kristina and Michael. In a brighter corner of this tumultuous town, Kristina Corinthos Davis experiences a moment of pure joy as she reunites with her brother, Michael Corinthos. Newly returned from a grueling trip to Germany, the warmth of their embrace washes away the shadows of recent struggles, their laughter echoing through the room like a melody of hope. Kristina, ever the pillar of support, rallies behind Michael as he gears up for a fierce custody battle, his determination etched into every line of his face. Their conversation dances between shared memories of simpler times and the gritty reality of courtroom strategies, with Kristina offering insights gleaned from her own legal entanglements. This sibling bond becomes a lifeline, a reminder of the unbreakable ties that anchor them amidst Port Charles's endless storms. Their reunion is not just a meeting of hearts but a renewed pledge to face the challenges ahead as a united front, drawing strength from their shared history. Nina's difficult decision. Finally, Nina Reeves finds herself at a moral crossroads, her thoughts a whirlwind as she weighs how much to reveal to Ric Lansing about Sasha Corbin and the true paternity of her child. The burden of this secret presses heavily on Nina, each option before her fraught with potential consequences that could ripple through countless lives. Should she unveil the full truth, risking upheaval and heartbreak, or guard the knowledge, preserving a fragile peace that might crumble under its own weight? As Nina contemplates her next move, the echoes of past decisions haunt her, reminding her of the delicate dance between honesty and protection. Her internal conflict mirrors the broader tapestry of Port Charles, where every secret holds the power to heal or destroy, and every choice shapes the future in ways unseen. Next, we will uncover the murky depths of Port Charles drama as whispers of scandal and deceit surround Drew Kane's potential scheme to secure a custody victory for Willow Corinthos. As tensions mount in the looming courtroom battle over Wiley and Amelia Corinthos, Drew's questionable morals take center stage, promising a storyline drenched in intrigue and moral ambiguity. Join us as we delve into the latest developments, exploring every angle of this contentious custody feud with fresh details, inventive twists, and a closer look at the characters' motivations. Prepare for a roller coaster of emotions and shocking revelations as we navigate the treacherous waters of Drew's tactics in this gripping General Hospital saga. Drew's dark descent into desperation. In the shadowed corridors of Port Charles, Drew Kane emerges as a figure willing to plumb the depths of unethical behavior to achieve his goals. As the custody battle for Willow Corinthos' children, Wiley and Amelia, intensifies, rumors swirl that Drew might stoop to bribing a judge to tilt the scales in Willow's favor. This isn't merely a whisper of idle gossip, it's a chilling reflection of Drew's recent history of crossing moral lines without hesitation. Whether it's leveraging his substantial wealth or exploiting his newfound political clout as a congressman, Drew appears ready to pull every string at his disposal. His steely determination to ensure Willow retains custody is fueled by a sacred vow to protect her family at any cost. Sources close to Drew hint at late-night meetings with shadowy figures, hushed conversations about securing outcomes, and a growing paranoia that legal avenues alone won't suffice. This dark turn paints Drew as a man teetering on the edge of villainy, where the ends justify any means, no matter how deplorable. A promise carved in stone. Drew's commitment to Willow is not just a passing assurance, it's a deeply personal mission etched into his every action. He has sworn that Willow will not lose her children. A pledge made with unwavering intensity during a poignant moment under the dim glow of a hospital waiting room after a recent scare involving Amelia's health. This promise is more than words, it's a lifeline for Willow, who clings to hope amidst the storm of legal challenges. Drew's eyes, burning with resolve, reflect sleepless nights spent strategizing, poring over legal documents, and contemplating every possible angle to keep Wiley and Amelia by Willow's side. His obsession with fulfilling this vow has transformed him into a relentless force, willing to navigate the gray areas of legality to shield Willow from heartbreak. As the court date looms closer, Drew's inner turmoil becomes palpable, torn between his love for Willow and the increasingly sinister paths he must tread to honor his word. Ric Lansing's uphill battle. On the legal front, Ric Lansing stands as Willow's steadfast advocate, armed with determination to fight for her rights in court. However, Ric's efforts are marred by the collapse of Drew's initial plan to paint Michael Corinthos as an absentee father, a strategy that crumbled when Michael returned to Port Charles. His presence a powerful rebuttal to any claims of neglect. Michael's reappearance, marked by a heartfelt reunion at the park with Wiley flying into his arms, has shifted the narrative, showcasing a father ready to battle fiercely for his children. Ric, now forced to pivot, scrambles to devise alternative arguments, perhaps focusing on Willow's nurturing bond with the children or unearthing past indiscretions in Michael's life to sway opinion. Despite his legal prowess, Ric's confidence wavers as he senses the tide turning against them, his late-night calls to Willow filled with cautious optimism rather than certainty. This unforeseen hurdle paints a bleak picture for Willow, whose fears of a crushing defeat grow with each passing day, her trust in Ric tested by the mounting obstacles. Drew's dangerous gambit, bribery or blackmail. With conventional strategies faltering, Drew's desperation pushes him toward darker, more perilous tactics. Speculation runs rampant that he might resort to outright bribery, slipping envelopes of cash or promises of political favors to a judge whose reputation in Port Charles is already whispered to be less than stainless. Imaginations run wild with scenarios of clandestine meetings in dimly lit diners on the outskirts of town, where deals are struck under the guise of casual conversation. If bribery fails to secure the desired outcome, Drew's penchant for manipulation honed through years of navigating Port Charles's underbelly could lead him to blackmail. Perhaps he uncovers a judge's hidden scandal, a skeletons in the closet moment involving a hushed-up affair or a financial misstep, using it as leverage to ensure a ruling in Willow's favor. Such ruthless moves are not out of character for Drew, whose track record of bending rules to his will has become a grim hallmark. This potential criminal act hangs like a storm cloud over the custody case, threatening to tarnish not just Drew's reputation but the very integrity of the legal process in Port Charles. The moral quagmire of Drew's choices. Drew's willingness to play dirty reveals a man unburdened by ethical constraints, a stark contrast to the principled facade he once projected. In Port Charles, where power often trumps morality, Drew's actions are a stark reminder of how far one can fall when driven by obsession. His history of underhanded dealings, whether it's coercing allies or silencing opposition, suggests that bribing or blackmailing a judge is merely another step down a path he's long since chosen. Locals whisper about Drew's transformation, recalling a time when he was seen as a protector rather than a schemer, now wondering if there's any line left he won't cross. This custody battle becomes a litmus test for Drew's soul, with each shady maneuver casting a longer shadow over his relationship with Willow. Will he emerge as her savior, securing her family through illicit means, or will his actions unravel everything, exposing his machinations to a town already weary of deception? The stakes couldn't be higher as Drew gambles not just with legal outcomes but with the trust of those he claims to protect. Michael's return, a game-changer. Michael Corinthos' unexpected return to Port Charles injects a powerful new dynamic into the custody feud, shattering Drew's carefully laid plans. Arriving just as the courtroom drama reaches fever pitch, Michael's presence is a beacon of hope for those rooting for a fair fight. His first act spending a sunlit afternoon at the Quartermaine estate, pushing Amelia on a swing while Wiley Cheer sends a clear message: he's here to stay. A devoted father unwilling to be sidelined by smear campaigns. This heartfelt display undermines Drew's narrative of abandonment, forcing both Drew and Ric to recalibrate their approach in the face of Michael's renewed vigor. Michael's resolve is palpable, his every word to his legal team laced with a fierce determination to prove his worth as a parent. For Willow, Michael's return is a double-edged sword, stirring a mix of longing for reconciliation and dread over the intensified battle ahead. As the courtroom becomes a battleground for not just custody, but deeply personal vindication. What lies ahead for Drew and Willow? As the custody case barrels toward its climax, the question looms large: just how far will Drew King go to uphold his promise to Willow? Will he secure a victory through nefarious means, or will his underhanded tactics backfire, leaving Willow to face a devastating loss? Port Charles buzzes with speculation, with cafe conversations and hospital corridor chats dissecting Drew's next move. Some predict a dramatic courtroom revelation, where a bribed judge's guilty glance betrays the scheme, while others foresee Drew doubling down, weaving an even tighter net of deceit. ABC General Hospital spoilers tease that Drew is on the verge of major strategic shifts, potentially unveiling new, shadier plans to tip the balance. The town watches with bated breath, knowing that in Port Charles, every victory comes at a price, and every secret has a way of clawing its way to the surface. Stick with us for the latest updates on this scandalous storyline, as we uncover whether Drew's gambles pay off or plunge Willow into deeper turmoil. Next, we will explore the electrifying drama set to unfold in Port Charles during the week of June 2nd to 6, 2025. From contentious custody battles to shocking confessions, this week promises a whirlwind of emotions as Michael Corinthos and Brooklyn Quartermaine fight tooth and nail for their loved ones. Secrets simmer beneath the surface, threatening to erupt and reshape relationships in ways no one can predict. Join us as we dive into the heart of each storyline, weaving in fresh details, inventive twists, and deeper insights into the tangled lives of our favorite characters. Get ready for a week of high stakes, heartfelt moments, and unexpected revelations in General Hospital. Custody battle ignites. Michael and Willow face off. The long-awaited custody hearing dawns in Port Charles, casting a tense shadow over Michael Corinthos and Willow Tate Corinthos as they prepare to clash in court over their children. The air in the courtroom crackles with anticipation, each side armed with resolve and legal firepower. Michael, guided by the brilliant Diane Miller, takes the stand with a quiet dignity, his words painting a vivid portrait of a devoted father blindsided by heartbreak. Diane masterfully crafts a narrative of Michael as a pillar of stability, recounting tender moments like bedtime stories with Wiley under a starlit mobile. However, the atmosphere shifts dramatically when Sasha Corbin steps up, only to be cornered by Ric Lansing's sharp questioning. Sasha's unease is palpable, her hands trembling as she struggles to maintain composure under the weight of pointed accusations. In a surprising turn, Willow leaps into action, her maternal instinct overriding decorum as she interrupts to defend Sasha, her voice ringing with fierce protectiveness. This unexpected display underscores the raw emotion driving this battle, where every testimony could tip the delicate balance of the judge's decision, leaving the future of a family hanging in the balance. Nina's moral crossroads, the secret about Sasha. Meanwhile, Nina Reeves finds herself wrestling with a profound dilemma that could alter lives in an instant. She holds a bombshell about Sasha Corbin's baby, a truth so potent it could rewrite family ties and ignite fresh conflict. As Nina paces the elegant corridors of her penthouse, her mind replays late-night conversations with Sasha, piecing together clues of a hidden paternity that could shatter illusions. Should she unveil this explosive secret, risking the fragile trust she's built, or bury it deeper, preserving a precarious peace? Her internal struggle is etched in every furrowed brow, every hesitant sip of coffee as she debates with her reflection in the mirror. By the week's end, Nina reaches a breaking point, her confession spilling out during a tearful moment at the Metro Court, its impact sending shockwaves through those who hear it. This pivotal decision marks a turning point for Nina, casting her as both a potential savior and a harbinger of chaos in a town already brimming with secrets. Brooklyn's fury unleashed on family. Over at the Quartermaine mansion, Brooklyn Quartermaine unleashes a torrent of rage that reverberates through the opulent halls. Her target, her grandmother, Gloria Churlo, whose role in handing Joe Palmieri over to Camilla years ago has left deep scars. Brooklyn's words cut like a blade, accusing Gloria of betrayal with a ferocity that leaves no room for mercy, her voice echoing off the chandeliers as she recounts years of suppressed pain. Gloria, her face a mask of remorse, attempts to justify her actions, spinning a tale of desperation and a belief that Camilla offered Joe a brighter future. Yet, Brooklyn remains unmoved, her anger a wildfire that spreads as she turns her scorn on Lulu Spencer, blaming her for complicity in the deception. This confrontation transforms the mansion into a battlefield of raw emotion, where family loyalty is tested against the bitter sting of hidden truths. Brooklyn's scorched earth approach hints at deeper fractures, suggesting that reconciliation may be a distant dream in a family torn by past decisions. Joe seeks solace with Sonny. In the midst of this familial storm, Joe Palmieri seeks refuge at Sonny Corinthus's home, yearning for clarity amid the chaos of his shattered identity. Sonny, ever the steady hand in turbulent times, welcomes Joe with a warmth that contrasts the cold uncertainty in the young man's heart. Over a quiet coffee at the kitchen table, Sonny offers perspective, his gravelly voice weaving a narrative of tough choices made by Brooklyn and Lois Trullo out of love, not malice. He recounts his own struggles with family secrets, drawing parallels to Gio's pain, hoping to bridge the gap between hurt and understanding. Yet, Gio's eyes betray a lingering doubt, his fingers tracing the rim of his cup as he wrestles with whether forgiveness is possible when trust feels so irreparably broken. This intimate exchange becomes a beacon of potential healing, though the path to acceptance remains steep and uncertain for Joe, whose journey of self-discovery is only just beginning in the enigmatic landscape of Port Charles. Elizabeth's startling revelation. Elsewhere, Elizabeth Weber stands on the cusp of a groundbreaking discovery that could unravel a mystery haunting her past. Whispers suggest she might finally uncover the true culprit behind her harrowing car accident, an event that left physical and emotional scars still fresh in her memory. As Elizabeth sifts through old hospital records and dusty journals in her attic, a forgotten clue, a blurry photo of a licensed plate emerges, setting her heart racing with anticipation and dread. Each step closer to the truth feels like reopening a wound, her late-night research punctuated by flashbacks of screeching tires and shattered glass. This revelation promises to shift Elizabeth's world, potentially exposing buried betrayals or hidden enemies lurking closer than she ever imagined. Her quest for answers transforms into a personal crusade, one that could either bring closure or ignite new conflicts in a town where every secret has a dangerous edge. Family tensions at Portia and Curtis's gathering. Portia Robinson and Curtis Ashford host a family get-together at their warmly lit home, hoping to foster unity amidst Port Charles's endless dramas. However, the event teeters on the brink of disaster, shadowed by their simmering vendetta against Drew Kane. Guests arrive to the scent of barbecue and the sound of laughter, but beneath the surface, sharp glances and whispered asides reveal unresolved grudges. Portia's forced smile as she passes hors d'oeuvres belies her frustration with Drew's recent machinations, while Curtis's clenched jaw hints at a confrontation brewing. An unexpected guest, perhaps a mutual acquaintance tied to Drew, could spark an outburst, turning a casual gathering into a stage for accusations and old wounds. This family event becomes a microcosm of Port Charles's intricate web of alliances and animosities, where even the simplest gatherings are laced with the potential for explosive drama. Sonny and Laura tackle family affairs. Sonny Corinthos and Laura Collins carve out a moment to delve into pressing family matters, their conversation a tapestry of concern and shared history. Meeting at a quiet corner of Kelly's diner, they discuss the ripple effects of recent revelations surrounding Lulu and Joe, their voices low but laden with emotion. Sonny shares his hopes for Gio's peace, while Laura frets over Lulu's role in the unfolding drama, her maternal instincts clashing with the weight of past decisions. Their dialogue weaves through memories of happier times and the challenges of protecting their loved ones in a town rife with secrets. This heart-to-heart offers a rare glimpse into the burdens of leadership and love, as both Sonny and Laura grapple with how to guide their families through turbulent waters without losing sight of their own moral compasses. Jordan and Anna uncover hidden truths. In another corner of Port Charles, Jordan Ashford stumbles upon intriguing information about Professor Dalton, a figure whose enigmatic presence has piqued curiosity. Jordan's investigation, sparked by an overheard conversation at the police station, leads her to dusty university archives and cryptic emails hinting at Dalton's shadowy past. Simultaneously, Anna Devane confides in Jason Morgan about her growing suspicions, her tone laced with urgency as they meet under the dim glow of a street lamp. Anna's instincts, honed by years of espionage, suggest a deeper conspiracy tied to Dalton, perhaps involving Port Charles's underground dealings. Their hushed exchange sets the stage for a partnership fraught with danger, as Jordan and Anna's discoveries could unearth threats closer to home than anyone suspects, weaving yet another thread into the town's intricate tapestry of intrigue. Cody and Molly's budding connection. Finally, A flicker of romance brightens the week as Cody Bell and Molly Lansing Davis grow closer, their interactions charged with unspoken chemistry. A chance encounter at the local stables, where Cody tends to horses with a rugged charm, leads to a conversation that flows effortlessly from small talk to deeper confessions. Molly, drawn to Cody's earnestness, finds herself laughing over shared stories of past misadventures, while Cody's lingering glances hint at a longing for something more. As they share a quiet moment by a hay bale, they are thick with possibility. The question hangs, is this the moment they finally share a kiss under the golden glow of a setting sun? This budding connection offers a sweet reprieve from Port Charles's heavier dramas, reminding viewers that even amidst chaos, new beginnings can blossom. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the whirlwind week ahead on ABC General Hospital. From custody clashes to whispered secrets, Port Charles remains a hotbed of emotion and intrigue. Share your predictions in the comments. Will Nina's confession heal or harm? And can Joe find peace? Stay tuned for every dramatic twist. And we'll see you next time for more spoilers and surprises.